There's a version of you that you haven't met yet. Not a better version, not a nicer version. A version so calm, so controlled, so completely unmoved by things that currently wreck your entire week, that if you ran into him today, you wouldn't recognize him. Some part of you might even be a little afraid of him. He doesn't explain himself. He doesn't chase approval. He doesn't flinch when people try to provoke him. And he never, ever negotiates with his own excuses. Machiavelli spent his life studying men who built exactly this version of themselves, rulers and strategists who became so disciplined, so consistent, so impossible to rattle that their enemies stopped attacking them directly and started fearing them instead. This isn't a video about motivation. Motivation fades by Tuesday. This is a video about something colder and far more permanent, the exact psychological architecture Machiavelli described for building a level of discipline that doesn't just improve your life. It makes people around you quietly recalculate what they think they can get away with. Quick disclaimer before we start. This is an educational breakdown of historical philosophy and psychology, not professional advice. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what separates the version of you that people can read, predict, and push around from the version that makes people go quiet the second you walk into a room. Stay until the end. The fourth principle is the one most people can't actually survive, and it's the one that changes everything. Let's begin. Part 1. Why discipline isn't what you think it is. Before we go any further, we need to tear down a definition of discipline that's been quietly sabotaging you your entire life. Most people think discipline means forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do, waking up early, going to the gym, resisting a craving. That's not wrong exactly. It's just shallow. It's discipline's surface, not its actual engine. Machiavelli understood discipline as something closer to architecture than willpower. He observed that the rulers who lasted decades weren't the ones grinding through sheer force of effort every single day. They were the ones who had built a structure so consistent, so predictable to themselves, that resisting temptation stopped requiring a daily battle at all. Here's the distinction that matters. Willpower is a resource you spend. Structure is a system you build once and then simply live inside. A ruler who has to consciously fight the urge to act rashly every single day will eventually lose that fight. Willpower runs out, especially under pressure, especially when exhausted, especially when provoked. But a ruler who has built an identity, a routine, a set of non-negotiable internal rules so deeply that acting otherwise feels genuinely foreign to who they are, that person isn't fighting anything. They're simply being consistent with a structure that's already in place. This is the first and most important shift. Stop trying to white-knuckle your way through willpower every day. Start building the kind of internal architecture that makes discipline feel less like a fight and more like gravity. Part 2. The first principle. Become unreadable through consistency. Here's where this starts to feel less like self-help and more like something sharper. Machiavelli observed that predictable people get controlled and unpredictable people get feared. But there's a crucial distinction hiding inside that observation that almost everyone misunderstands. He wasn't talking about being chaotic or erratic. He was talking about something almost the opposite, becoming so internally consistent that your reactions can no longer be manipulated by external provocation. Think about what actually happens when someone tries to destabilize you: an insult, a manipulation attempt, an attempt to bait you into an emotional reaction. What they're really testing is whether your behavior is dictated by them or by you. Most people fail this test constantly without even noticing. Someone insults them and their mood, their tone, their entire evening shifts. Controlled in that moment, by a stranger's opinion. A person who has built real discipline doesn't perform calm. They simply aren't available to be moved that easily, because their internal state isn't being run by whoever happens to be in the room with them. This is what makes disciplined people quietly unsettling to be around for people who are used to manipulating reactions for a living. Their usual tools, provocation, guilt, flattery, sudden pressure, simply don't land the way they're used to landing. Machiavelli's rulers who mastered this weren't cold because they felt nothing. They were controlled because they'd built enough internal consistency that external chaos couldn't easily reach the parts of them that made decisions. Part 3. The second principle. Master your own narrative before anyone else can. Here's a principle that sounds simple and is genuinely difficult to live by. Machiavelli understood that most people go through life reacting to a narrative about themselves that other people write for them, the family's opinion of who they are, a past failure that got turned into an identity, a single moment that somehow became the whole story. And because they never consciously wrote their own narrative, they end up living inside someone else's version of who they're allowed to be. Disciplined people do something different, and it's uncomfortable the first several times you try it. They decide, deliberately, who they are, not based on what's convenient to believe, but based on who they're actually building themselves to become, and they let their daily actions be evidence for that identity, rather than letting a single mood or a single bad day define them. This matters enormously for discipline specifically, because most people abandon a hard habit the moment it contradicts their current self-image. Someone who secretly believes, underneath everything, that they're not really a disciplined person will sabotage their own consistency eventually, almost as if correcting the universe back to what they actually believe about themselves. The discipline was never the real obstacle, the unexamined internal narrative was. Machiavelli's princes understood this instinctively when it came to power. They knew that how a ruler was perceived, both by others and by themselves, shaped what was possible for them to actually do. The same mechanism runs quietly underneath your own consistency. Rewrite the internal narrative first, deliberately, and the discipline that follows gets dramatically easier to sustain. Part 4. The third principle. Stop negotiating with yourself. This is where it gets genuinely hard, and it's the principle most people privately know they're guilty of breaking constantly. Machiavelli observed that weak rulers were defined by one particular trait above almost anything else. They could be negotiated with, endlessly, by anyone patient enough to keep pushing. A firm decision would soften under enough pressure. A clear boundary would eventually bend if the right person applied the right kind of persistent, low-grade pressure. Here's the uncomfortable translation to discipline. The moment you start negotiating with your own excuses, just this once, I'll make up for it tomorrow, this situation is different, you've become exactly the kind of ruler Machiavelli warned against. Not because flexibility is inherently bad, but because a self that can be talked out of its own commitments by its own internal voice has, functionally, no real commitments at all, just preferences that evaporate under mild resistance. Disciplined people at the level we're describing today have made a specific, deliberate decision. Certain commitments are not up for daily debate. Not because they're rigid or joyless, but because they've learned something crucial. The version of you making excuses at 11 at night is not the same version of you that set the commitment with a clear head in the first place, and giving that late-night, low willpower version veto power over your actual goals is how every good decision quietly gets undone, one small negotiation at a time. This doesn't mean never adjusting a plan, it means the adjusting happens deliberately, with a clear head, not in the heat of a craving or a moment of resistance. Part 5. The fourth principle, the one most people can't survive. I told you at the beginning this one was coming. Here it is. Machiavelli's most uncomfortable insight about discipline wasn't about routines or willpower at all. It was about isolation, specifically the willingness to be misunderstood, disapproved of, or quietly disliked by people who benefit from your inconsistency. Here's the mechanism most people never examine honestly. When you become genuinely disciplined, when you stop being predictable, stop being easily swayed, stop being available for every request and every guilt trip, some people in your life will not celebrate this. Some of them, consciously or not, preferred the earlier version of you, the one who could be talked out of boundaries, the one whose consistency they could count on breaking, given enough pressure or enough time. This is the part almost nobody prepares you for. Building real discipline doesn't just cost you comfort. It sometimes costs you the version of certain relationships that depended on your inconsistency to function the way they always had. Machiavelli watched this play out constantly among rulers who tried to change how they governed. The moment they stopped being manageable, the people who'd benefited from managing them didn't quietly accept the change. They pushed back, sometimes subtly, sometimes not. The reason most people never reach the level of discipline we're describing in this video isn't a lack of willpower. It's that somewhere along the way, the social cost of becoming unmovable felt too high, and they quietly negotiated themselves back down to being manageable again, just to keep the peace. This is the actual test, not whether you can wake up early for 30 days. Whether you can tolerate being someone other people can no longer predict, push, or quietly rely on to fold, even when some of those people are people you genuinely care about. Part 6. What this actually looks like, day to day. Let's bring all 4 principles down to something you can actually use starting today. Principle 1. Internal consistency means noticing, this week, every time your mood or behavior gets hijacked by someone else's provocation, and building the pause between the trigger and your reaction, even by a few seconds longer than usual. Principle 2. Owning your narrative means catching the moments you default to an old limiting story about who you are, and deliberately choosing which version of that story your next action is going to support. Principle 3. Refusing to negotiate means identifying 1 or 2 commitments in your life right now that you're going to treat as genuinely non-negotiable, not flexible daily debates, and writing them down somewhere you'll actually see them. Principle 4. Tolerating the social cost means preparing yourself honestly for the fact that becoming more disciplined may quietly unsettle a few relationships built on your old, more manageable self, and deciding in advance that this cost is one you're willing to pay. None of this happens overnight, and Machiavelli never pretended it would. What he described wasn't a 30-day challenge, it was a slow, deliberate construction of a self that simply doesn't bend the way it used to. Not out of coldness, but out of a hard-won internal architecture that other people can no longer casually walk through. Closing. That version of you, the one you haven't met yet, isn't waiting for motivation. He's waiting for you to stop negotiating. Machiavelli never described discipline as a virtue for its own sake. He described it as the foundation underneath every other form of real power a person can build, because nothing else holds up for long on top of a self that can be talked out of its own decisions by the first uncomfortable moment that shows up. This week, pick just one of these 4 principles and apply it deliberately, even once. Notice what it costs you, and notice what it gives you back. If this reframed something for you, tell me in the comments which principle you're going to start with, and which one scares you the most. And if you want the next one the moment it drops, subscribe, because next time we're covering the part of this philosophy almost nobody talks about, what to do when your own discipline starts making people around you uncomfortable. I'll see you in the next one.